The 53-year wait is officially over. For the first time since 1973, the Larry O'Brien Trophy belongs to the New York Knicks after a gritty, calculated 94-90 victory over the Spurs last night in Game 5. Hoy, what a game. What a game. And we'll dive into it because it seems like there's a theme for this series. While the headlines will focus, on the emotional weight of New York ending a half-century drought, my job is to look directly at the tape, though. And what we saw last night wasn't decided by intangible heart or destiny. It was won and lost in the subtle mechanical shifts of half-court execution. For the fourth time in 5 games, San Antonio established a double-digit lead, only to watch their half-court spacing and ball security collapse under sustained defensive pressure. Tonight, I'll be putting aside the confetti to break down the technical realities of how this closeout happened. Let's go to the film room and check this out. We're going to start with San Antonio, because the opening 12 minutes, the Spurs came out with a highly effective tactical blueprint. Defensively, Victor Wembanyama was anchoring a flawless rim protection scheme, collecting 3 blocks in the first quarter alone and holding the Knicks to a postseason low 13 points. Offensively, the Spurs utilized early transition entry passes to exploit New York's cross matches before their half-court shell could even set. They built an early 16-point lead by simply playing fast and clean. But looking at the structural decay that began in the second quarter, the second quarter, you kind of felt there was a turn and another shift, because once the Knicks adjusted their transition, retreat, and took away those initial rim runs, San Antonio's half-court offense stagnated. And therefore, instead of running their continuous weak side action to force lateral movement from Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, the Spurs began settling for low average, heavily contested look selections early in the shot clock. And when a young team stops hunting paint touches and starts settling for contested mid-range, pull-ups, and the three-point shots that they chose, you aren't just missing shots. You're actively giving the opponent a chance to set their defense and transition into their own rhythm. The high-percentage looks dried up because the discipline inside the half-court sets truly disappeared for the Spurs. And a lot of this, I hate to pick on them, but De'Aaron Fox, just a backcourt point of failure. His decision-making the last couple of games have been atrocious. Fox's speed is an undeniable structural stressor for any defense, but in a high-stakes closeout game against the Knicks, defense, raw speed without precise spatial awareness becomes a liability. And in the second half, the Knicks began deploying an aggressive ice coverage on side pick and rolls, which therefore effectively forced De'Aaron Fox toward the sideline and trapping him in high-pressure pockets. And instead of Fox making the simple kick out to the opposing wing or executing the pocket pass to Wemby, he repeatedly tried to force horizontal passes through active defensive lanes. And those late-game turnovers completely compromised San Antonio's offensive continuity. Because when your primary initiator is making compounding mental errors, either over-penetrating into a crowded paint or failing to read the weak side tagger, it stalls out the entire system of the team. Fox's decision-making down the stretch was the tipping point that allowed New York to slowly erase that 10-point deficit in the fourth quarter. I don't know how many times I saw De'Aaron Fox pull up for a mid-range. He had the defender beat, but then he would stop, hesitate. He would have someone wide open on a driving kick, and then he just would pull up, miss, have a floater, miss, or he'd pull the ball out, maybe pass it real quick just to get it right back for him to pull up to a 3 and miss. He has done that repeatedly the last, 2-3 games at most. But Brunson's second half isolation was the masterclass we all witnessed last night. Because while San Antonio's primary option faltered, New York's anchor delivered a masterclass in spatial manipulation. Brunson finished with 45 points, matching the third most ever in an NBA Finals, putting his name right alongside Michael Jordan. And what makes Brunson's performance so clinically beautiful is that he didn't require complex schematic manipulation to get his looks. Because in the second half, the rest of the Knicks shot an abysmal 28% from the floor. New York recognized the variance on the perimeter was failing them, so they handed the ball to Brunson and let him hunt mismatches, which he did. Champagne, Devin Vassell, whoever was on him could not guard him. Stephon Castle was starting to get in foul trouble a little bit, so Stephon Castle had to play off Brunson. So Brunson attacked those that was not Stephon Castle. Brunson repeatedly forced the switches, like I just said. He just wanted to get that secondary defender on an island. And from there, it was a display of elite footwork. He used his head fakes, his stop and start hesitations, and his deadly high release floater to completely neutralize Wemby's weak side help. He shot 14 of 27 from the floor and went 13 of 15 from the free throw line, including the defining go-ahead floater with 65 seconds left. It was an absolute clinic on how an elite ball handler manipulates weight distribution and defensive leverage under maximum pressure. But without all of that, the big news is New York did win a finals. The book closes on a 25-26 NBA season. The Knicks are champions because when the game slowed down to a half-court chess match, they possessed the superior structural discipline and the precise tactical initiator. And last but not least, the defensive resilience to exploit an opponent's youthful instability. The Spurs have an incredible bright future with Wembanyama, but this series proved that executing under marginal errors is what separates a contender from a champion. And I want to dive deeper into the specific screening angles the Knicks used to free up Brunson in the fourth quarter. So that will be another episode that I record for you guys probably Tuesday, so stay on the lookout. This episode will be releasing Monday morning for you guys. Looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts of what you guys thought about the NBA Finals, and just kind of the unbelievable ways that the Spurs would jump out to these early leads. I mean, if I would have saw all the times the Spurs were leading by double digits in the first, second quarters, and also the first half or going into the fourth quarter, I mean, the Spurs should be up 3-1. They should have been up 3-1. The Spurs are still a young team, still very talented. I think this was a wake-up call for them. Like, hey, when we have momentum, we can't let off. We cannot take our foot off the gas at all. We have to keep going, keep going. If we have to lead by 60 going into the fourth quarter, then so be it. But once again, congrats to New York City. I know that city is going to be absolutely insane. I believe the parade is Monday or Tuesday. You guys enjoy it. You guys earned it. One of the great playoff runs in basketball history. I'm a Pacers fan, but hey, I'm happy to see an East team win it right now. But hey, you guys drop your thoughts. Was this series lost by San Antonio's decision-making, or was it simply won by a historic MVP performance by Brunson? Hit that subscribe button on Spotify. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Rate us 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 stars on Spotify. We don't care which star you give us. We just want to know what we can improve on to make this content better for you guys and more reachable and also more entertaining for you as well. What information you'd like to go next during this basketball offseason now. Draft is coming up in a month. A lot of things to talk about now with offseason moves. What do the Spurs do? Is De'Aaron Fox on his way out? Is the Thunder going to get rid of Chet Holmgren? Are the Bucks moving Giannis Antetokounmpo to Miami? What do the Knicks do? Are they going to be able to keep this core together? Is Mikal Bridges going to be on the move? What about Karl Anthony Towns? He has a big contract. There's a lot to talk about. But I hope you guys enjoy your Monday evening. New York fans, celebrate. Have one for me, but drink responsibly, though. Enjoy your time. This is your guys' year. You guys are NBA champions for 364 days. Enjoy it, man. Go New York, go New York, go. Stephen A. Smith, congratulations to you. You've been waiting on this for a long time. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in for this absolute thriller of an NBA playoff season. Cannot wait to start talking about some offseason moves and also probably start diving into a little bit of college football here shortly, just from what I know. But hey, you guys enjoy your evening, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much.